Forecast.
Hey guys, this is a weekly forecast for December 21st through the 25th of 2020. Okay, we'll start off with the Aussie NZD pair. Okay, here's a monthly chart. Okay, strong double bottom, weak short, so we're long biased, targeting 1.0968 or possibly 1.1032. Now we want to entry long. Last week I was talking about this weekly long right here. After this, just to confirm that this price is going to actually go to that target, we want price to start respecting these new trend lines in this area. So from this pivot to this pivot, we want price to start respecting it and then go up. Okay. Now what happened this week is, this is a 4-hour chart, is there was a long trade, short trade, long trade, short trade. Now what's happening here is that many long trades are starting to form and stopping out those small short targets, stop loss targets, right? Long, short, stopped out the short. It's repeating this. And this is another very common way that price goes back up on these types of pullbacks. Okay, so many long trades start to form continuously. Okay, so possibly price pulling back to those weekly trend lines might not happen. It might just go from here. We're going to have to see how price plays out. So on the midweek analysis, if this forms on the 4-hour, yeah, I'll let you know on the midweek analysis. Okay. All right, so to sum up the Aussie NZD pair, okay, we're long biased because this monthly double bottom is strong, this short is weak, so we could target at least 1.0963 or 8 to 1.1037. All right, now the entry, this is a weekly chart. We wanted price to start respecting these new trend lines in this area as it goes up. However, another possibility is, this is a 4-hour chart. Many long trades start to form continuously over and over, and then goes up without that pullback. Now we're going to have to see to the middle of this week to see what happens with this. Okay, so let's go on to the NZD USD pair. Yeah. Oh, and please subscribe if you like these videos, and push the like button. It will really help me out, guys. Thank you. All right, so there's the NZD USD. Let's see, yeah. Okay, so this is a daily chart. We're talking about this long trade just being purely based on momentum. Okay, so we're looking for a short entry to target right here, 65.88. where this long trade formed. Okay, now momentum trades normally have certain signals that it shows through price action of it waning. There's a 4-hour chart. The first sign of waning momentum is typically trend line breakouts. So right here, excuse me, trend line broke out on the 4-hour, trend line broke out on the daily. However, this is a last long trade, still has momentum. So I'm pretty sure price will actually just reach right back to 71.71. Okay, so we're still waiting for a nice entry short. What we're looking for shorts is the same as Aussie NZD, really. Very similar. We want to go on the weekly charts, right? Get major pivots. Start drawing like from here to here. Start drawing trend lines to the new highs and see if price over the coming days and weeks starts respecting these trend lines. And at the same time, we want price on like the lower time frames, for example the 4-hour chart, to start rounding out more. Okay, so if you're long this on NZD USD, actually I think you can still target at least up to 0.7170. Still a little momentum in here. So okay, so to sum up the the NZD USD, okay, long trade, but this is based on momentum, so we're looking for a short right back down to 65.88. There's still a lot of momentum here on the 4-hour chart, so I'm pretty sure price will still reach this 4-hour high eventually. What we're looking for are new trend lines on new pivots on the weekly chart or the monthly chart, really, and price to start respecting it. And at the same time, on the lower time frame, for price to start rounding out. We don't really want like vertical moves, right? More rounding out. Okay. All right, so let's go on to the euro yen. Excuse me. Okay, there's the weekly chart on the euro yen. Let's see. So there was a strong long trade right here, weak short trade, and so the target was at this pivot high right here at 127.03. So we were looking for a long trade, and that target's already been hit. Okay. So on the 4-hour chart, let's see what happened here. It's very neutral price action, just hit the target and came back down. Okay, so for the euro yen at this point, there's no bias in trade. Oh, actually, it didn't hit the target yet. Let's see. No, it's pretty much there. Yeah. So if you're in the euro yen, it's off the target by like literally 6 pips, I think. Okay, so either way, I mean, I will get out of the trade at this point. What's the point of risking? What's the point of risking your trade just for like 6 pips, right? Okay. So at this point on the euro yen, we just need a new setup to see which way price goes at this point. Okay, so it's just gonna, we'll see. I'll let you on the midweek analysis if something happens. Okay. So to sum up the euro yen, right? So there's a weekly chart, a strong long trade, a weak short trade. So we were targeting this high right here at 127.06 level. Okay, it's literally like 6 or maybe even 4 pips off it. So if you enter this trade long, I will get out at this point. Okay. Yeah, we'll just have to see what the next bias is going to be. For now, it's neutral because it hit its target. Okay. Okay. Let's go on to the Euro USD. Euro USD. Right, so the Euro USD, there's a big breakout right here of this monthly trend line from this pivot to this pivot right here. And it broke out at this point. No retest, and it went up. Now the Euro USD, I know a lot of people are long on the Euro USD at this point. However, this price action right here is very strong short, and I have a feeling it didn't go its distance yet. So I'm looking for a nice short entry, right back down to these lows. Okay, now that's a long-term outlook, but let's see what happened this week. Yeah. Okay, so this is a 4-hour chart. There's still a lot of long momentum. Okay, so this might go for a while. However, what I'm looking for are shorts. So if you're long this trade, well, if I enter a long on the Euro USD, I'm gonna take very short targets. I'll try to extend my short trades actually. Okay. So just some things to look out for are, let's see. Yeah, so price from this pivot to this pivot, which is this trend line right here, price broke out of this. I think a lot of people are looking at this trend line as a breakout. Okay, but you still really have to watch out for this trend line, right? Hold on. A different chart, maybe. Nope, same chart. This trend line right here. Okay, this one and this one. So there's many levels up here that are still very strong. So, you know, possibly a shortcut enter form there. But it's definitely a target if you're long. Okay, so I would target 1.2432 as a definite target if you're long this trade. Okay. All right, so to sum up the Euro USD, let's see. Right, so I'm pretty sure a lot of people are long this trade because of this breakout, this trend line right here. However, I'm looking for shorts. So if any long trade I take on the Euro USD will have very minimal targets. Okay. Now when I short that trade, the first target is going to be right here, 1.1599. That's very far into the future, I think, though, because there's still a lot of momentum long. Alrighty. And a level to watch out for is this trend line right here, which will be, I'm sorry, this one too. So this 24 level, 1.2424 level. So if you're long this trade, I would take targets there for sure. Price will have those probably struggle on that level. Alrighty. Okay, let's go on to the USDJPY. Okay, USDJPY. Okay, the ultimate target is at 101.19. But before that, I still think we'll get a pullback to 107 or 109. Okay, now this very strong short momentum. What we want is for price to start rounding out. Okay, because last week I was talking about this weekly long trade right here. They'll get stopped out, so that did happen. Now we just really want price to start rounding out on the lower time frames. Okay, so price, we want to start rounding out. At the same time, let's see here. Another thing to look for on the dollar yen, I think a lot of people are looking at these trend lines, how it's adding pressure down. But really the point to look for, right, is these gap levels from 105.35 to 104.41. Price has to get above 105.30. Hold on. 37. If price gets above 105.37, then it's going to open up a lot of room to 107 and possibly 109. Okay, so basically we're looking for a long, but we really need price to start rounding out cleanly because it's such a strong downtrend. Alrighty, so let's see. So to sum up the USDJPY. Okay, so we're ultimately targeting 101.19 at this monthly pivot low, but before that we'll probably get a pullback to 107 or 109. Okay, so we're looking for a long entry. However, we really need price to start rounding out. This is a 4-hour chart. Start rounding, no sudden moves like this one. Okay, excuse me. Right, and one thing we want to look for when that long comes, we really want price to get above this 105.37 level where these gaps are. Okay, if we could get above there, it's going to open room to 107 and possibly 109. Okay, and then we could target that final 101 level. Okay. Okay, I think that's it. Yeah. Okay, so I hope you guys have a great week, guys, and I'll keep you guys updated with the midweek analysis. All right, thanks for watching, guys. Bye.